for all things science. Today we are going to be doing an experiment with 2 ingredients, oil and water. I wonder what we're going to be doing. Let's do a deep dive into some vocabulary. Observation as our first word. Observation is what we do when we notice something. But guess what? We are noticing things all the time. We are constantly observing. When investigating, we have to use at least one of our 5 senses. Those 5 senses are smell, taste, touch, or hearing, or vision to tell us what's going on. When we find something interesting, we sometimes want to know more about it, and then we have to do some research. Before we can do that, we come up with a hypothesis. A hypothesis is a question to your problem. It hasn't been proven or disproven, but don't worry. That's where we come in because we're going to test it. When you make an inference, you are going to make an educated guess using at least one of your 5 senses. The educated guess comes from what you have already observed using one of your 5 senses. When you make a prediction, you are guessing what will happen based on what you have observed. And you know, it's kind of like reading a story. You're making an educated guess based on what you already know, thinking about what might happen next. Science and reading are kind of similar. Cause and effect go hand in hand. When one event causes another. If you see storm clouds, what do you think will happen next? It will likely rain. This is cause and effect. Okay, I should stop talking. Let's get experimenting. The independent variable is what we're going to change in the experiment. We are going to be adding oil into our cups today. This is our independent variable. The dependent variable is what we observe in the experiment. This is the result that changes based on the independent variable. What do we think is going to happen? Let's make a hypothesis. What do you think is going to happen when I pour oil into a cup that has water? What do you think is going to happen? Now would be a great time to pause the video and write down or use your words. Awesome. Now, the constant or the control in this experiment is the water. We are always keeping the water the same. We're putting the same amount of water in both glasses, half a cup. Don't worry, I'm measuring. Kind of like in cooking, you want to make sure that you're using the exact amount. Let's get started. I'm going to pour half a cup of water into each glass. I'm going to pour oil into glass B, but only into glass B. I'm leaving glass A alone with just water because this glass is my control. Now, it's time to stir it up. This is where you write your conclusion. What did you find out? Here's our glass just with water. This is our glass A. It has half a cup of water in it. Here's our glass B. It has oil and water in it. What do you notice? Was your prediction correct? What senses are you using when you're thinking about your conclusion? Awesome job, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.